Hello and good morning. Welcome to another day of I can't necessarily believe that they're wasting their money on this. Today, it's announced that Dundas Station in below the Eaton Centre in Yonge and Dundas Square, or Sankofa Square as it's so politically correctly named, is going to be renamed Toronto Metropolitan University, which used to be Ryerson Polytechnic and Ryerson University, which is why I went. All in the spirit of political correctness, just because a few people complained about the fact that it's a bad page in our Canadian history. We cannot change Canadian history. Leave it the frick alone. Leave Dundas. Why would you spend millions upon millions upon millions of dollars doing all this renaming, trying to make the past right? Yes, the past is never right. Our kids will look back at us. I'm 64. Our kids will look back at us and go, geez, were these guys ever wrong? And I'll tell you why we're wrong. Instead of taking care of having food in the bellies of Canadian children and Canadian families, having a roof over their head, we're more worried about the fact that the Dundas subway station and Dundas Street and Dundas Square and all these other places need to be remained because the guy they're named after back in his time was a shit. The city of Edmonton renamed Mayfair Park. They named it Hawrelak Park. Bill Hawrelak, very successful mayor. But he was also a crook. But that they take his name off the park? Nope. Here's the thing. Political correctness is fine and well. I believe in diversity. I believe in equality. I believe in all those things. I'm not racist. I'm not sexist. But I'm not going to waste my time worrying about the name of a street, what a university is named, or how historically significant is that name. Louis Riel, in his time, was considered a bandit and treasonous. Now he's a national hero. And I like Louis Riel. I like the things that he was trying to say because the Indigenous people of Canada are still saying them today and still have to do it on a daily basis. And it is us who are occupying their lands. But don't you sit there and talk to me about political correctness when there are people in this country who have no food in their bellies or roof over their heads. It's sad. It's a tragic commentary on a country so great that the money is there to do it, but we're more focused on making sure that people are not offended. People will be offended. People will always be offended. They'll look back at this 20 or 30 years. Some of you look back on it today, Bruce, that's so offensive. And you're a lefty. No, fine. They'll probably even think it worse when I'm gone. But the fact of the matter still remains, people have to be fed. People have to be housed. People have to be educated. They have to have their health care taken care of, and the seniors as well taken care of and allowed for a healthy retirement. It's really sad. Guess what? I think, and I'm still going to call it Dundas Station. I ain't going to call it TMU Station. Doesn't make a bit of sense to me. And it's a good thing that I'm not still living in Toronto, and Karen and I were not still living in Toronto because we left in 97 to go back home because we'd say you people are nuts. How can you do this when people are hungry, people are starving, and people have no roofs over their heads, and nobody's guaranteed a good quality education? As I said, people will always be offended. But that doesn't mean that you have to run around trying to make everything right, because nothing will be everything right, and today's rights will become wrongs in a very short period of time. You guys all have a good day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This is The Outlaw from Outlaw Radio 1960. Thank you.